Hi friends, my name is Hannah from The Friendly Teacher, and I am here today to talk all about teacher burnout, which is it's not even a word that I like to say, but it is one of the things that come up most often when I survey my community. What do you want to hear about? What do you want to talk about? And many times teachers are saying how to get rid of teacher burnout, how to not want to quit my job, how to enjoy teaching again, so on and so forth. So I'm going to start by saying I'm not here because I have all the answers, right? The solving of teacher burnout is way above my pay grade, right? It's coming from the big guys up there, right? So I'm not here to have all the answers. I just have about 10 tips that have worked for me to make teaching more enjoyable in the past, and that I know that have worked for other teachers. So there are 10 very simple tips that maybe if you implement one or two of these, are they going to solve your teacher burnout? Probably not, but are they going to help a little bit and get it a little bit better day by day? Yes, absolutely. These 10 tips will help get teaching a little bit better day by day. And then I hope that throughout all these tips and the more ideas that we come up with, we can get together a way to make teachers love teaching again and to not have that teacher burnout that many of you describe often. So 10 really quick tips. Apply them today. Pick one or two that you really like and try them over the next 2 weeks and then move forward with that. Anyways, okay, so tip number 1 to help up your enjoyment for teaching and get rid of a little bit of that teacher burnout is to make sure that you are planning something that you are looking forward to in teaching. So I know that many of you have a mandated curriculum and things like that, but you need to either if it's Friday afternoon or one day a month or something where you are doing a lesson that you are very excited about teaching, right? Many of us, when we're doing the basals and things like that, we're not getting super excited about teaching that. Now, are there ways to make that exciting? Absolutely. Should we work towards that? Absolutely. But what you can do is pick one lesson each week or each month that you can pour your heart in and get really excited about. So let me give you an example. I used to do a reading skill surgery. And so that we would be pretend doctors and they would complete surgery by using operation. And by doing this, they were practicing all the reading skills that I had taught them throughout the year. It was so fun. It was so engaging. I got super into it. The kids got super into it, and it made me look forward to it. We usually did it right at the beginning of April, and that whole month of March, I was looking forward to that. I was prepping for it. I was getting excited. So make sure that no matter what, you always have something on your teacher calendar that is really fun for you and really fun for the students so that you can look forward to that as you're prepping and planning. That is something that really will help you enjoy teaching, even if it's just one lesson a week or one lesson a month, something that you're going to get really into. Now, the other step for teacher burnout is the part of the day that you really look forward to. And if right now you don't have a part of your teaching day that you look forward to, you need to figure out how you can get one in there. So my example, the part of the day was right in the morning. It was our morning meeting. It was a time where I got to just talk to students. We got to play a quick game, things like that. So morning meeting, it was a time when I wasn't pushing curriculum. It was just getting to know the students. So that was a time of the day that I always looked forward to every single day. If we missed morning meeting, I could tell that my day teaching was going down, right? If we missed that time of the day. So find your time of the day. Maybe it's right after recess and you do a little read aloud and ask them some questions. Or maybe you can just pick a day where there's 5 minutes where you just talk with your students. And that can be something that can really light you up with teaching, and it can give you a reason again, impact again. So find a part of your day where you can interact with students in a way that makes you look forward to that part of the day and that gives you a little bit of push to keep teaching. Okay, now, the one thing that you probably hear all around the world is get a morning ritual, morning routine, all that stuff. Well, take that same advice that people are giving everywhere, and it is life-changing, but take it into the classroom, right? So how can you make a morning ritual right when you arrive to school each and every day? So, for example, you arrive to school usually 30 minutes before your kids get there. Could you light a candle? Could you make a glass of coffee or a glass of tea? Could you make sure that you stop in if you really love your school secretary and say hi and chat with her for a minute? Come up with something that you do every morning that just gets you into the classroom and it just helps you feel relaxed before you start your day. You don't want to go right into the classroom and start working, freaking out to get things together, and never just start your teaching day in a calm manner. So light a candle. glass of coffee, teacher friend. What is it that you could add into your morning routine right when you get to school that can kind of help you start your day in a positive way? Now, I kind of hinted to this in the last one in your morning routine, but find a teacher friend. Every teacher needs a good teacher friend. Everyone does. If you don't feel like you have that on your team, could you go out farther to a different grade level? Maybe it's the librarian, maybe it's the school secretary. Who could you find in your school that you could touch base with every day that just makes you feel better? I've had some of the most amazing coworkers, and when when I'm having a bad day or when I'm feeling like I don't want to teach anymore, I'm not teaching right now, but when I was feeling that way and I stopped by and I talked to them for 3-5 minutes, I instantly felt better. So find that person in your school. If you cannot find that person in your school, then find that person online that's a teacher online through Instagram or whatever and text them. Find somebody that is an educator or works in the educational setting that can just bring you up when you're feeling down. Everybody needs that somebody. It is very important. I know that you're trying to get all your work done in the day. I know that you want to leave as soon as that bell rings, but make sure you have that somebody to help bring you up and help make you want to come to school a little bit more, right? All right, now the big one, start saying no, right? You do not have to do anything but educate those students, right? You do not have to join every committee. I know some people's contracts, you might have to be in one or two, but you don't have to do all of the extra stuff. If you don't want to do it, say you're not going to do it, right? If you don't want to join another committee, if you don't want to go to another meeting, just say no, okay? Say no. If you want to get all of your work done during planning so you can go home when the bell rings, close your door. Say no to talking about the drama that you don't want to talk about, right? Say no, say no, say no. Should I make a cheer about that, right? Like, say no, say no. I should make just a big sign for teachers that says say no, because teachers are the most caring people, so they say yes to everything, anything that's asked for them. They also want to do right by their admin and the people in their district. I've seen it over time again, but sometimes when you say yes to too many things, you are not a good teacher, a good spouse, good friend, any of that, because you are filling your cup with things that don't need to be happening. Okay, leave work at work. Now, this is like, I'm going to share another video down there where I talk about how to leave work at work. But after my first year of teaching, I made the decision that I was not going to work outside of my work hours. And I pretty much stuck to that always. So I would get there when the when the day started, and leave when I was allowed to leave. And I got my work done. I said no to a lot of things. I threw away a lot of papers. I graded a lot of time while, the students were working. But I said no to the things that would not be necessary so that I could leave my work at work. This included taking off my email off my phone. It included not having the parent communication on my phone. Okay, so do something to make sure that you're leaving work at work, because if you're taking all your work home, burnout is going to happen literally within a day. You need to leave your work at work if you don't want to be burned out. Reward yourself. Y'all, we like rewards. We are humans. We like rewards. So what could that be? For, a teacher friend and I, we would have DoorDash us Frosties and French fries from Wendy's on Fridays when we had all of our lesson planning done. So if all of our lesson plans were done before the planning break was done on Friday, if we got all that done early, we would get Frosties. So what kind of way could you reward yourself to make it more exciting to get your planning done in time? Next thing, work out. I'm just saying that exercise is the most important thing to not experience burnout in teaching or burnout in life. So when can you exercise? Before school, after school? You have to make a time to exercise if you don't want to experience burnout. I'm just going to leave that there. Go for walks during the day. So during recess, when I was monitoring students, I was always walking. So I would walk the perimeter of the playground while I was monitoring students. And that just gave me that extra sense of endorphins to go back and teach after recess duty was over. And actually, I paid more attention to the kids because I was monitoring the whole playground. I also would go for walks during lunchtime around our local town, or anytime I had a break and it was nice enough out, I went for walks during the day. I was getting exercise during the day, so that was checked off. And also I was getting those endorphins that I needed to want to keep teaching. Next thing, healthy snacks. The teacher's lounge is like full of the best stuff ever. Like that's actually one of the things that I miss about teaching. Donuts, bagels, somebody drops off a cake. There are so many unhealthy things that come into, but are so delicious and you want to take them all. So just make sure that you also are having healthy snacks, because if your whole body is not fueled, you're going to experience teacher burnout faster. Okay, next thing, tell somebody about your burnout. Talk to somebody. Tell them exactly how you're feeling. Feel those emotions, right? My highest suggestion is to tell your administrators. When I was feeling burnout, especially during pandemic teaching, I would go to my administrator and tell her exactly how I was feeling, where I was overwhelmed, and she can help you. She or he or whoever it is the one that can help you with that. Now, if you don't feel comfortable going to your admin, find a teacher friend. Email me. I'm telling you right now, you can email me. My email is thefriendlyteacher@thefriendlyteacher.com. If you are experiencing burnout, you need some help, please email me. I want to talk to you. I want to chat with you, and I want to help you make this better, because together we need this teaching profession to survive. We need it to keep going, and we need to make it better. All right, thanks, friends. Email me for real. Talk to you later.